Well, my name is Ted McCoy. I'm a local cave instructor and guide in North Florida for viewing the wonders of the underwater Florida and the underwater caves. This particular map here is Peacock Springs, which is a vast network of underground tunnels. This is the drinking water for Florida. There's a road that goes over here, and there's many karst windows. A karst window is where the cave has an opening to air. We have several here. There's 7 in total. And the water flowing out of Peacock Springs is the drinking water of Florida. The recharge area for this cave is much vaster than the cave area. And how we treat the ground and the land around here is essential to taking care of our water. If we dump toxic chemicals and mistreat the land, it will find its way into the drinking water and into our tap water eventually. This is just one of the many cave systems in the area. There's caves all throughout North Florida, and it's all drinking water, and we need to protect that and treat it properly.
It looks like the caves are all kind of interconnected.
This one is one particular cave system, yes. There's another cave system off of here. This is just the map that was done back in the late 90s. This cave has grown through exploration a lot. 10,000 feet from this tunnel here is Baptizing Spring, which is across the street, which was connected about 5 years ago. There's also Bonnet Spring right over here, which isn't connected to this, but it's a whole nother system in itself. You have Telford down by the river. You have Cow Spring right up here, Running Spring. There's cave systems all around this area, all around North Florida, into the Panhandle, even as far south as Tampa area. There's caves, and the majority of them is drinking water.
And you said that as part of mapping the caves, sometimes you dump a non-toxic dye in?
Yeah, sometimes we'll release dye into the cave system to trace where it goes. And every now and then somebody's well water turns green because they're tapping in that area. But it's non-toxic dye, yes. And we utilize that to find out where the water is going sometimes.
So if I were to dump 100,000 gallons of toxic chemicals into one of the caves, it would be a problem?
I don't think it would take 100,000 gallons, but yes, it would be a problem. Already the nitrate levels in this particular cave are too high for acceptable levels. So there's already pollution going on. There has been for years. You can see the algae bloom in here now. You see all the green algae. Years ago that wasn't here. It gets really bad in the summer. So pollution is already a problem for our springs, and it's just getting worse.
So I see there's some sinkholes on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So the caves tie into the sinkholes.
Yeah, a sinkhole is generally where the roof or the wall of the cave becomes weak and it falls in. And then you have what's called, that makes a karst window. In other words, it's a window to the cave system. Just like this is a spring. Right over here is water hole, that's a karst window. And then you have pothole up here. They're all karst windows. What's very unique about North Florida and the cave systems here is there's very few places where you can actually go and swim in drinking water. And this water is very pure. And during the summer you see tubers and swimmers and snorkelers and all kinds of people using this area for recreation, and many other areas like this. And you know, most places in the world, we drill a pipe into the ground and we drill to the water table, wherever the water level is, and we pump it out, and we know when we run our taps. Here it's the same way, but we also have drinking water running out of the ground as well in springs, and that's very unique for this area. There's caves all around the world, but this is one of the most popular areas, one of the most renowned areas. And it's a hidden beauty. Not a lot of people know about this, and unfortunately it's being destroyed before it's much known about.
Does it bring much money into the area from people like from out of state?
Yeah, yes, it does. It does. There's a lot of tubing businesses. Ginny Springs is probably one of the biggest businesses. They have a massive campground, and the place is full every weekend. It's full all summer, every holiday. For a business like mine, it's not so much. It's a very small niche market, but it still does bring money to the area. But for recreation and camping and swimming in the summertime, it's a huge industry.